afternoon, good evening, good morning, gentlemen, wherever you are on the seas and on this rock. Captain Pizzazz here. Hopefully this will be the first of MGTOW minutes. I'm just going to read off a little couple paragraphs, and then we'll just have a short discussion about it, and then hopefully you can tell me in the comments what you think. So this comes from a book called The Daily Stoic Meditations in 2018, and I believe it's a compilation of emails from thedailystoic.com, so credit going out to them for this. This is their content that I'm going to read. So the title of this little article is called It's All a Choice. And that's all it ever is, gentlemen. It's all a choice. Let's begin. So Cato, the famous Roman senator and Stoic, was once spat on by a rival politician. He was a physically tough man, a soldier, who could have, let's say, taken matters into his own hands. Instead, he is reported to have laughed and said, "I will swear to anyone, Lentulus, that people are wrong to say you cannot use your mouth." In another case, he was punched and responded to the man's apology by saying, "I don't even remember it." Cato, I don't know how to say it. Cato chose how he responded. By that we mean that he didn't let his emotions respond, he didn't lose his temper, and he abided by Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Cato wasn't perfect. He didn't always respond this way. He could be petty. He could also be strong and use righteous anger. But in the moments that didn't matter, this is the key, gentlemen, in the moments that didn't matter, in the moments when the only thing hurt was pride and ego, he knew to hold back. Now, the last paragraph is the important one because it has the questions we need to ask ourselves as MGTOW. What nothings are you turning into somethings right now? What scrapes are you in that you don't need to be in? See that you might be about, choose how you respond to these things. So that's all for this little reading, gentlemen. What that means is, at least the way I gather it is, all those small things that you let bother you, or you get stressed out about, or the things you can't change in your life, just take a deep breath and don't stress about them. If you can't change them and you can't do anything about it, or if it's just pointless to get pissed off about something like that, there's no need for it. Anger never solves anything. It usually makes things worse. Although, in times of heated anger, you do get your feelings out. I'm not saying it's a bad emotion. I'm just saying most of the time it is used in the wrong way. So with that, I'd like to hear comments from you, gentlemen. Let's have a nice discourse down in the comments section and see if we can, talk about it and see. When I'm at work, people ask me all the time, "You seem like you have an attitude, basically, that you don't give a fuck." That's what I've been told multiple times by multiple people, multiple places, that I don't give a fuck, that I don't give a fuck, that I don't give a fuck. I learned a long time ago that it's better to give about a fuck about the things that matter and not give a fuck about things that don't. Because you're just wasting your time and energy if you give a fuck about things that are tiny or are pointless or you can't change. It's just a waste of time, energy, and emotion. So hopefully that helped, gentlemen, and hopefully there'll be more MGTOW minutes to come. There's a whole book, so let me get it in the camera for you. I got this book when I was working down at Austin City Limits, the Airbnb I was staying at. Just had bookcases of things. And they said, oh yeah, if there's anything in those bookcases that are dupes, like duplicates, take one. And there was like 20 of these. I'm like, sure, that looks like something interesting. And I got into reading it. I'm like, wow, there's some really good stuff in here. And that might be helpful to all us MGTOWs and in our daily lives. I'm not saying become a stoic or anything. I've not studied stoicism a lot. But from what I've been reading in this booklet, it seems like parts of it we could take into our daily lives and it would help us, gentlemen. So with that, I'm going to let you go, let you ponder, hopefully you comment, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, colleagues. Let's beat up that algorithm that YouTube has. I might have... Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Stay safe out there, gentlemen. And always, life, love. Sorry, gentlemen, I forgot to mention, I'll put a link down in the description bar to an article that I read long ago. I think you guys will get the gist of why I feel this article and this little, the thoughts that came from this article, why and where they come from, and it just kind of crystallizes and solidifies them, catalyzes them, I guess. So anyway, guys, stay safe out there, and as always, life, love.